Hey, we're back at the top again today with another type to fix. 3 years ago we went over the types as we made our way into Generation 7, but I didn't feel like I had good enough reasons. So I feel like we need to remaster this series again and get better improvements. This is now the 7th video in this remastered series, so if you missed the others, check the link down in the description below. Today's type is none other than the Dark type, a type that has always had a lot of missing things about it. We can only hope we can find what's missing soon enough. Anyways, it's time to dive in. Let's find out how Pokemon Sword and Shield can fix the Dark type. I've talked about it in 2 previous videos, and I'm here to talk about it again. We had it with the Psychic type, then we had it with the Ghost type, and now with the Dark type. It's actually where our problem originated. People would look at the Dark type and think, why is their best attack 95 base power, while most of the other types have attacks near 150? And then they find a sandwich and then they forget what they were saying. While Dark types are powerful, they're just missing that oomph to really layeth the smack downeth on their foes. Why am I speaking like that? Also, no, Hyperspace Fury does not count, as that's a signature move. I'm talking stuff like how Fire Blast is for the Fire type, or Hydro Pump works for the Water type. A real sit your ass down and find a sandwich type of attack. That's all we need. Ever since its debut in Generation 2, the Dark type has been absent as a gym. Not in any generation has it had its own gym. And while sure, it's got the Elite Four members like Karen in Generation 2, Sydney in Generation 3, and Grimsley in Generation 5, it has not gotten the respect it's deserved mid-game. You can say that Nanu and Alola count as fulfilling that, but not really. That's just a battle. There's no main location for that Grand Trial battle, as he just battles you on the harbor before you head to the 8th Year Foundation. Man, I don't know. I know Japan calls it the Evil type, but that doesn't mean you can't theme it something different than that. We have seen 3 gym leaders so far in Generation 8, technically 4, but it changes depending on which game you have, and neither of them are the Dark type anyway, and we still have 5 more chances at it. We can only hope. You'd be surprised if I told you that the Dark type only has one special attack that's actually used. It's Dark Pulse. Well, unless you're using a Zoroark, then you also have Night Daze. But the usefulness of special Dark type moves falls through the floor. Like, come on, give us a new special attack just so we don't have to rely on a single attack. Wait, you're telling me that they added a new attack back in Generation 7? Everything's fine? Wow, yes, that's great. Let me check out the attack. Well, where to start? For one, this move is another signature move. That in itself is already disqualifying it. And 2, the name. What in the world is this? Batty Bad. It makes it sound like Eevee is just slightly batting you in the face. No, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for something that will make us have options so we aren't pulsing the dark anymore. We just covered a problem that was birthed from the Dark type, but we're going to take a trip back 1 week to find another problem that's actually birthed from the type that we just covered in that video last week, the Steel type. Like I said, I don't mean to recycle ideas all the time, but just look at how many pure Dark types there are. There are a total of 7, but 5 if you don't count Darkrai for being a legendary and Alolan Persian for being a big-headed Alolan form. This isn't as bad as it is for the Steel type being 2 to 7, but it's still worth mentioning. We all like neat type combinations, but my word, the lack of pure typings are, well, lacking. Now, we've talked about this move, just a bit in this video. I even mentioned it a few times 3 years ago, but things are different this time. With that video 3 years ago, the move Night Daze was still a signature move for Zoroark. I don't really try to pry away signature moves from Pokemon because they must have a reason for leaving it as a signature move. Shadow Bone on another Pokemon doesn't really make much sense unless it has a bone in its design, hence why if Mandibuzz got the move someday, I wouldn't be too miffed about it. But now that Generation 7 has come and gone, the move Night Daze is no longer a signature move. Not only does Zoroark still know it, but Lunala does now. In this case, it makes no sense since Lunala doesn't even get the stab boost from it. They could have given it any other move, yet they gave it a previously known signature move instead. and now I'm struggling to think why they should keep it with just these two Pokemon. If you're willing to strip Night Daze of its signature move status, perhaps in the new generation, give it to a few new Pokemon so we are less reliant on Dark Pulse, huh? So, if Japan roughly translates the Dark type as the Evil type, we need to think of something underhanded, or evil, for the Dark type based ability. And what I found and formulated was the ability that we will call Juggernaut. See, Juggernaut is a pretty terrifying ability. Any Pokemon with the ability Juggernaut does not take recoil damage, but to differentiate itself from the ability Rockhead and Reckless, whatever damage it would have taken would actually heal the user instead. Any recoil damage that the foe would receive from using recoil moves would be doubled, because you're basically running into an immovable object. That's gonna hurt no matter what move you throw at it. I'm sorry again. We're bringing back another old attack from 3 years ago. Like I said though, if an attack fits the fixes we have listed today or in any future video, I will reuse it since it fits what we are trying to fix. That, and I am kinda lazy, but it's more so the former than the latter, trust me. So today we're bringing back the move Flash Void. This move is a 110 base power dark move where the user blinds the foe with a bright, quick flash that turns dark within moments. This move has a 10% chance to paralyze the foe, and after reading it, you can see that it covers the 100 base power attack and another special attack, and trust me, those two are in dire need of help. So when we review all the potential fixes we have for the Dark type, we toss it together and we end up with this Pokemon concept from Nelly Oria. Apologies if I screwed that pronunciation up. Now normally this concept is Dragon Ghost, but since we are trying to fix a different type, we're going to build a new concept here. If you want to see the original info for this specific Pokemon concept, that link is down below in the description. Be sure to check it out. Anyways, the concept is named Thanayami, and it's a pure Dark type for a specific reason. See in Myths, it is said that Thanayami is the source of misfortune and therefore called the Prince of Darkness, hence why it is a pure Dark type in this video. It is apparently based off of Thanatos from mythology. Now then, this Pokemon has an odd combination of stats. Its offensive stats are something you wouldn't expect. Its special attack is a great asset with a base 117 special attack. Its speed and attack suffer though. With a base 85 speed stat and a base 75 attack stat, it's not as good as you would think. However, it makes up for it with its defensive stats, and that's where it's at, with base 93 HP, 115 base defense, and 115 base special defense. It can be used as a tank, or something speedy, especially when you find out what its abilities are. It has the use of the abilities Aftermath, since it is the personification of death, being Thanatos and all. Cursed Body, since I feel like that makes a lot of sense in relation to mythology, and the ability Soul Heart, since once again it works due to mythology. And of course, it might need a rename since Soul Heart is currently the signature ability for the demon Magearna, with access to the moves Night Daze, Flash Void, Nasty Plot, Vacuum Wave, Destiny Bond, and Roost. Wow, it's just gonna be a formidable opponent if it's not banned immediately. Anyways, Hey, a sandwich! Wait, what was I talking about again? Oh, that was the darker flash. That must be a scene change. I must be ending this video now? Huh? Wait, I'm supposed to be away from the mic for this. Shoot! With that will wrap up the ways we can fix the Dark type. If you have any ideas how to fix the Dark type, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Best idea gets the shady pin to the top. But which type should I cover next time? I truly don't know, but be sure to pick your favorite in the comments as we are remastering all the types leading up to Pokemon Sword and Shield, so we still have a lot to cover. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to start the climb today, but with that, I want to thank you for watching. I'm gonna catch you back at the top later on, because that's how we samurai. Wait, that's not it. Stupid sandwich!